Crysis Evil 2 Remake is a beat-em-up made with the open-bore engine that is based on Resident Evil Nemesis. Like every game made in this engine, this is completely free to download, and I will leave the link in the description. The download link is for 4 different games, as there is a series of Crysis Evil games, and you download the link in the description, you get all 4 in a zip file. The one being looked at here is Crysis Evil 2 Remake. I have not played the other games, so I can't comment on them, but I plan on checking them out eventually. Gameplay here does not feel like your standard beat 'em up. Being that it is Resident Evil, the combat is much more focused on guns than fisticuffs. Your primary method of attack is a pistol combo. You could fire off a few shots before having to reload, but if you time your button presses slower, you will skip the reload. But the trade-off is, you'll have to shoot a little slower. Every character also has a forward special, you know, like the stuff you see in Streets of Rage 2. Only here, it usually entails a character attacking with a different weapon. So if you use Chris, your special move is a shotgun blast, where Jill's special move is a magnum blast. There is also a special move that takes off some life that can be triggered with a button press and clears the enemies around you. These are similarly themed Resident Evil style weapons, so Jill busts out a grenade launcher and Chris takes out his flamethrower. These are great at clearing crowds and don't take off too much health from your character, so they're definitely worth using. Gameplay was fun. It was different than your average beat 'em up, but it just does such a fantastic job of nailing the aesthetic of Resident Evil into a more sprite-based arcade look. The sprite work here is just fantastic. Some of the sprites are really familiar, like the Jill model is pulled right out of Marvel vs. Capcom, as are the standard zombies she uses to attack in that game. But you fight all sorts of other things that you would expect to see, such as lickers and hunters, just to name a few, and they're all done exceptionally well and really look right at home here. The playable cast of characters is pretty large. You get your standard Resident Evil heroes, Chris, Leon, Jill, and Claire, and you get a few more characters. I didn't know who they were. I gotta ask though, where is Barry? I would love to play as him, and he was notably absent. Still, all the characters are transferred over with great artwork and their own unique characteristics and weapons. Play takes you to the areas that you would expect to see, some standard beat 'em up places like a subway, but you also traverse a Raccoon Police Department, some labs, the woods outside of Raccoon City, stuff like that. There are some cool bosses here. You fight the large alligator and spider from the Resident Evil series, and you also fight Nemesis a ton. He was a little annoying. Not difficult, but every time he gets knocked down, he stands up and roars. He is invincible while he is roaring, so you're just going to have to wait before you shoot him. It was a bit of a slog, and his life bar is really long, and he just keeps coming, which I guess is appropriate for his character. The sound effects here are great too. The zombies are all moaning, your guns all sound nice, and the game just does such a fantastic job of taking Resident Evil and translating it into a sprite-based beat 'em up. This game was really cool. It is something different and a lot of fun. If you love Resident Evil and you love beat 'em ups, this might be a great game to try this Halloween season. It's free to download, so if you are at all intrigued by this video, definitely go check it out. My only complaint was the game crashed after I beat level 20 and I could not resume. Every time I reloaded my save, the game would just shut down. I don't know how much longer I had to go, but I was also playing on a version that I downloaded years ago. I checked the version of download link and it worked, but I didn't have the time to replay it back to the point where I was. Still, the game was free and I had a great time with it, so I can't really complain. It's something I'm going to check out in the future, as well as the other games in the series.